All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to Upland Revival. I am Kay Twice. I am here with my boy and co-host Kevin the Man. What is going on, brother? How are you today?
Doing fantastic. What's up, Upland? Just up here today, getting ready to end the year. Wanted to go over a couple things.
Yeah,
We
want to get a fresh live show right before the 2026 because I'm telling you guys 2026 is going to be the year. I don't know what it is. I know some people say this, it's become cliche, but man, I am really excited to get out of 2025 and get into
Yeah.
2026. So I'm excited about that. I don't know about you, Kev, but 2026 is going to be an incredible year.
I mean, I'm looking. I mean, it's gonna have to be better than 2025. You
It's got,
know.
it's not going to be hard to be better than 2025. I can tell you that much. But
Yeah. No, it's been
either way,
a little
yeah,
rough,
it's
right?
been a little
Right.
rough. Speaking of rough, everything has its rough patches, right? And I think that's why we are doing this show, right? We want to help evolve Upland. We want Upland to grow. We want Upland to be the best metaverse out there. We want
Hell yeah.
to we want it to be the best. That's it. That's honestly the only reason why we're here. And it keeps feeling like it's in a little bit of a lull. And we ran some numbers, we looked at some of the data and the decline of new usership. And again, I think we just want a plan. Kev, I think with the number one thing that I want from Upland is I want communication and I want a plan. What are we doing? What is going on? How are we going to improve new usership, the interface of this program? How
Right.
we're going to make it look good, make it look modern, look contemporary, look unique, look special that we know that it is. What is the plan? I really want to understand how we can resolve that. I think if we can help come up with a plan for new usership, I think this game will absolutely blow up. But the problem is there's no really infrastructure. Like when you first come into this game, Kev, what do you do?
Well, I mean, right now to come into the game, you have to invest a hefty amount up front just to stay competitive with the features of Uppies.
And
Like
let
in
me go back on that too, because I think it's so important to have pay to play. I think pay to play is very important to have in anything that you're doing. And unfortunately, in this circumstance, this is pay to play because this is an investment opportunity. Okay, you can make a very good ROI in this real estate property trading game. Very, very, very. It's being done every month. People are making great USD. It's in the numbers. You can see it. But it could be 100x better, and I know it because we've experienced it. I mean, we were making money. We were cleaning up. I mean, it
Yeah,
was it was a 300, 400, percent, 500%. I mean, it was insane. And there's an opportunity for that to be back to that levels, but we need new users. Our new users are dramatically declining. Even the
right.
OGs are pausing. There's a lot of excitement, but still there's not enough for everyone to come back. And I think that's what Upland's trying to target. They're counting on everybody coming back. And I love that, but not everybody's gonna come back until everybody comes back. Until that happens, we need to focus on the new usership. How do we get new users? How do we have more people come into this game and make a profit right away? That's how
That's
you
right.
build a foundation and a sustainability that will not go away. And that will create a massive dynamic for Upland and the metaverse world in general. Because once we can create an interface and a smooth new usership, and they can just join in, they buy what they're told to buy, and they flip it, they put it for sale, and all of a sudden they get a notification saying that this property sold. That's what has to happen to make this. You have to keep
That's
people's interest
that's what make
every
people
day.
feel good. Yeah. No,
Yes,
that's
bro.
awesome. I mean, that's awesome.
Why don't we
Um,
have that though, Kev? Why don't we have that put into place?
I mean, like at this point, I have no idea. I mean, I can only speculate. It seems like maybe, and I hate to put this out there, but maybe Upland profits more from us not knowing. I mean, that's the only clear answer that I could come up with because if we don't know the plan, we can't prepare for the future. And
Yeah,
if we don't have the information, there's a lot of mistakes that could basically be made, and some of those things were, you know, multiple structures.
yeah.
Like at one point we were told multiple structures won't
A
exist.
long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, and all that being said, I got a little laxed when I was building a structure somewhere, and
Yeah.
then now, based on my new goals of uh, being involved with service structures,
Yeah.
it's becoming an issue.
Yeah.
So, but again, what that
Which we're
leads
gonna
me to
dive into
do,
too. We're gonna dive into a lot of the issues with the structures, and I think the algorithms, that are kind of miscued, and of course, this is still in beta, and they're still kind of testing everything, which is still why we're doing this. This is why we want to help fill in the cracks. Again, this is not to be negative. This is to, hey, we want to help be the greatest. We want to be the goat of metaverses. So let us help you be the
yeah,
goat, and we're going to be positive and give you constructive criticism. So
hell
don't take
yeah,
anything of what we're saying as negative, because we love Upland and we're in here for the long haul, and we want this to be incredible. But we need a better
yeah,
introduction for new usership, and we got to have a foundation of new users every month. That has declined since 2019, since they first opened this game, man. I mean, it came to a big boom, and then it just kind of slowly declined on the new usership, and we need new
hmm,
users, and we got to find ways to market and to give that type of credibility internationally. I mean, this is international crypto metaverse, right? International. So I mean,
yep,
this is a massive opportunity to capitalize on a market that is basically untouched right now. I think so many people are so focused on AI and everything else right now that they forgot about the metaverse. Well, the metaverse is going to incorporate AI as quickly as we can adopt it. So I'm hoping that Upland is kind of on that radar too. But while everyone's so focused on AI, dude, let's get the metaverse going, man. There's so much more to the look, to the feel. Now that we've got uppies, we've got structures. I mean, we could really give this a better overall feel, look, and vibe and smooth overall play. But right now, if I'm doing something, if I want to play, like let's say this, if I'm logging into SimCity every day, there's something for me to do every day that's productive in SimCity. If I log into Upland, the only thing that I'm doing is collecting my rent. That's all I'm doing. And I could do that ever so often. There's got to be more dynamics to growing, to evolving, to developing, to building assets to your NFTs, to giving yourself more
hmm,
value on your properties, to building more structures on your up to, to utilize every little space to make more value to your property. And then being able to sell that said property for that value to make a profit. And that is what Upland should be about. And
yeah. I mean, one of the things that would be a nice feature based on the new features would be able to actually reorganize your structures,
yeah,
like move them around. That I think that that would be super beneficial
yeah,
for a lot of us. And I mean, like K Twice is basically saying, I mean, w- we all love Upland. That's why we're here playing the game.
yeah,
But we also love our income and our return on investment. So
yeah,
it gets to a point where it's like, okay, well, which one is worth more? You know, like, and to a new player, they're not going to come in with all of the experiences that we've had in the past. So how are they going to gain that same love that we've already found from them?
yeah,
And right now, based on the marketing strategy and based on the opportunities in the store, it doesn't really look like a lot of these opportunities are geared towards a new player. It's going to be
yeah.
difficult for one of them to kind of come in. Um,
There's so much. There's just so much. And I think if there's so much overwhelming to a new player, they just kind of check out. And then I feel bad. I feel bad for people like TM. TM's my boy, dude. And he got kind of screwed on those legits, bro. Let's
oh
be
yeah,
honest.
oh yeah,
That's a whole different conversation. And we don't even know what's to come of those. And again, no communication. All we got was a little announcement. That's kind of a slap in the face
hmm,
to the holders that really, wanted to create value for those NFTs and for that legit space. And no one got an announcement, no one got an apology or anything. It's just kind of like, oh fuck.
yeah. And I have one of the stores where it that
I do
have been
too.
dead. You know, like
Yeah,
just gone. You know,
yeah.
so the other thing that's kind of been hassling everyone is influence score.
Yeah,
So I
oh
know
yeah, that's a
I
that's a big
I
problem.
mean, I've been hearing about this issue in Gen Chat for for quite some time now,
Yeah,
and it's fluctuating in a way to where number one, the key performing players don't understand how to maintain their influence score. Like it
yeah,
doesn't make any sense, you know,
no,
like the way that it's constantly moving up and down. So some more communication would be awesome, so we can be successful, and so we can make Upland attractive
Yeah,
to not only a new player, but how about the players that have invested quite a bit into it over the years
yeah.
that are still kind of, on the edge. They don't
Or are not
know.
doing anything.
They
I
don't
I
know.
actually went through some of the accounts. There's like 10, 15 OGs that I could name off the top of my head that don't even log into their account ever. And
Yeah.
they're just sitting on millions of UPICs that aren't spending, and that hurts the economy. That hurts the economy. And all they have to do is come back in and engage these players that come back in, and they're not. And that's a problem, you know.
I wonder my camera,
I know
bro.
that you took like an
It's,
elevator, bro. I said,
I
did
don't
you
even
just
know what
elevator me,
happened.
bro?
You know what I
I
mean?
said, Kevin just elevated me right now. Like, I mean, am I being punked right now, dude? Oh my gosh.
so yeah, I guess my camera's acting up. But
It is. It's going back down. You elevated me again, bro.
remember when I like waved at you the other day, like
Yeah,
the
and all the
balloons
balloons
came
came
out, or
out.
what did I?
Yeah,
I said peace or something like that.
something.
Like that
Yeah,
was funny. I mean, the other issue too that I'm finding too is the amount of space that it takes to build a structure. Like it doesn't make any sense based on what you get out of it.
yeah,
Like the and then there's a lot of wasted space as well. Like for example, me and K Twice just built a motel. Like, and like the footprint for some of these structures, like they're like they could be utilized more efficient,
yeah,
and they're not being utilized correctly.
yeah,
So it almost seems like again, the lack of communication,
yeah,
the lack of the footprint, as far as each structure, all those things lead to more purchases, and in reality more frustration
yeah.
for not only a new player but an existing player
Again,
too.
back to the OG players that aren't playing. And, we got to give those guys a reason to come back and come play with us and get back into, managing the economy and buying properties and buying things at higher percentages because it's UPIX, right? It's earned UPIX. There's so much to the dynamic of this game, dude.
I
We
can't
just
help
gotta
it.
get I know,
This
bro. You're
thing's
like,
tripping.
I know, you just gotta get closer. You gotta get closer to the camera.
Right, right. I am pretty
Yeah.
close.
Well,
But
you're good
anyways,
now.
I mean, those are some things that we have found. I mean, we've been doing really good in downtown LA.
Downtown
What
LA
do
is
you
killing
think,
it.
K Twice?
I'm loving it, man. I mean, downtown LA is going to be number top 3 here soon, and I love it too. And I love, more importantly, the community aspect of downtown LA is the most important thing that I've seen. It's the camaraderie. It's everyone coming together, everyone wanting to add value to downtown LA, everyone wanting to add value to help building, create something special. The communication, we're all in it together.
Yeah,
We're in the chats every day. We're working together, we're building together, we're strategizing, and there's no negativity. It's all positivity. It's all like, oh yeah, it's good energy. And I think that's really why I love Upland, is because it really is great energy. And I want to
yeah,
keep that energy going throughout Upland. I want Upland to be excited too. I want Upland to want to communicate with us. Come talk to me. Come on, man. Where you at, X1? Like, what's good, bro? Like, let's have
right,
conversations.
right,
Don't
right.
I'm not gonna put you on the spot. I don't want to put you on the spot. I just want to have conversation. I want to understand what you're thinking and what's going on, why the devs are doing what some of the devs are doing, and how we can help improve, the usership and then the overall play of this investment. Because yes, this is an investment, and most
Right.
people treat it as such. And I feel like if we can sit down and have a roundtable conversation, I think we could all come up with some great ideas. I think we can really help,
Absolutely.
say, okay, well, what about this? And maybe we're giving ideas that just aren't going to work, and maybe they aren't conducive, and maybe it's none of our damn business either. But again, we just want this to be great. That's all that we're trying to do. We're not trying to overstep. We're not trying to act like we're anybody that we're not. We're in our own lanes. We just want to help our community. We want to help Upland. We want to help our portfolio. We want to help our properties. We want to help the people that have, contributed to get there. And I think that's why we do these podcasts and these giveaways. I know Kevin's working on some really big things that we're going to be doing here coming up, just for being a part of downtown LA. And again, that's what
Yeah.
makes downtown LA and these nodes special and Upland special is doing things like this. It's important to be a part of something. And I'm telling you, Upland is special. And I'm not just saying that to say that because I don't have to say that. I mean, I don't have to do any of this. Me and Kev, we don't have to be up here talking, like this on our very little spare time that we have. But again, I love Kev and I love hanging out and doing this type of stuff and seeing the camaraderie that we have in downtown LA. And I want to keep that consistency. I want to keep seeing people keep growing in downtown LA. I want to see other nodes pop up. I love competition. I love
Y-
healthy competition and I want to see people evolve. I want to see the game grow.
Hell
I
yeah.
want to see I want to see floors rising. If you have not noticed, here's my number one thing. Downtown LA in 1 week, the floors in USD went from 40% to now 78%. It almost went to 90%, but it came back down. I'm gonna start buying more stuff up. I don't even care. People are tripping, man. You're selling
Right.
things under mint value. This game is going to take off at some point. So, but that's why I think communities like this are so important because it raises the value, right? When you have a community like this, we're gonna hold,
Love it.
yeah, man, and we're gonna keep continuing to push the narrative that like, dude, this is our community, downtown LA. If you do not have property in downtown LA, you're missing out. This is gonna be 100x property. We're gonna have all these properties built out, structures, residentials, commercial, everything. I mean, you should see some of our properties on them, dude. I mean, I got one that's got like, I don't know, 40 structures on one property on Bay Street or something like that. It's insane. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
But it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be like Sim City, and I want them to start incorporating that type of game style play to where it's like, hey, I want to come and log in and play every day. I want to come and make deal, bro. Kev, in 2021, bro, 2020, I remember we were on Discord at least 4 to 5 hours a day because obviously it was COVID. But this was so much fun, and we were doing deals every hour on the
Left
hour.
and
I
right.
left
Right.
and right.
I
I
mean, we
mean,
had brokers, we had all sorts of
yes,
things
bro,
that
yes.
could come back. That could come back. The
Dude,
other
we
thing
by
that
the way, we made so many people so much side money because we
hell
literally
yeah.
had brokers getting us deals and we thought we were getting deals at 200, 300% by the way.
Yep.
And we were
Yeah.
not. But we were at
Well,
the time
as
because
of
the market was
today,
hot at that time.
right. And it could go back to that, but
It will
there are
go back to that, man.
some
It's
things
going to go back to that. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Are you not
I mean
entertained?
that
Come on, bro.
bro, you're going for it. Okay. So speaking of different neighborhoods. So one of the things that I like to discuss with key performers in some of the high ranking communities that we've got working with us is, look, we in reality we're not really in competition with you.
Yeah.
Like our whole goal, like literally we're just stars for the game right now. Like our whole goal is to make something appealing for someone new or
Yes.
someone who isn't active, to get back engaged and to get them back involved, because in the end it helps all of our portfolios.
Yes.
And that's our goal. That's our real goal. I mean, K Twice, did you check out the gamified earnings for today, the new challenge? Did you
I
have
have
time to
not,
look
bro.
at that
Talk
yet?
talk dirty to me too. What are they? Because these always frustrate me. So
So so I was surprised, because so it's basically a competitive treasure hunt,
okay.
like, and no, it's not that I was surprised that
Well,
it
we
was
just did the
that.
neon one, right? We did the neon challenge one, right? We just did that one for the Christmas.
Right, 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 right. But it seems like I was under the impression that there were still going to be the 10 challenges, minus the two
Yeah,
challenges, but it looks like there's only going to be 7 challenges this season. So, and then giving the other two in reference to influence score and Uppy residents. So
got it.
that is it seemed like we were losing one opportunity to continue to gain uh, our monthly income. So
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that, K Twice? Do you think that they should continue to lower the steps that are involved? uh, City Pigeon saying there's still going to be one next week. So, okay, so we're still going to
So
have one. So they're spreading it out a little bit.
I don't know so explain to me the
Okay.
rules.
So
Do you
what
know
are
the
you what
rules?
I mean, I don't know them to the T, but what I do know is that like in that we basically we've lost, the opportunity to do some of the challenges that have been replaced by the influence score and the Uppies residents. But
Okay.
at the same time, there's a lot of back and forth with how influence score works, so it kind of leaves us in the dark again, where like we still really don't have the plan how to keep our influence score up. Now, me and you, we're not going to have a problem because I
Yeah.
mean we've put up 50 service structures.
Yeah.
So I mean it's not going to be an issue for us, but I'm not thinking about just us.
Yeah.
Well, I
We
mean,
never are.
in the
Yeah,
end,
but
it's
we
going to
never
help
have been
us.
like that.
But
Yeah.
like a new player, like they get their influence score up, they think that they're beating this challenge, like, and then it basically goes down. We still don't have the exact information on how this all works or how we can perfect
Yeah.
it. I mean, that's going to be demoralizing for someone, like especially if they're buying a property, they're placing it on a property. The property takes up a bunch of space. They've already invested
Yeah.
a decent chunk of money into the game, and then now they're waiting 8 weeks or months, depending on how much spark that they actually have, for
Yeah.
something to be constructed. So I mean, how do we appeal to a new player, or are we just appealing to the new millionaires game?
Yeah, I know. Again, that's a great point. Again, like I've said, it needs to go back to the user experience and the new user, play uh, algorithm, and is a new player going to come in and going to be able to do all those challenges out the gates? No, I mean, dude, I've been playing for 5 years, and I'm probably not going to do those treasure hunts. Man, I did every time it's
Yeah,
the regular treasure hunts.
yeah,
Like I'm like, bro, I'm like,
those are kind of
damn it,
crazy.
no, it's like, dude, it's like, it's one of those things where like, damn it, I got to do that one again. But I like that it makes you come back and play the game. Again, I like those things. It's making you be a part and active because anyone that comes in that's going to be active, sometimes you'll check the properties, you'll check for, you know, but they also need to make that easier on game interface too. They need to have like a search engine to where new players can search for properties and much easier that they can buy. They need to have like again, an access space. Once a new player enters the game, they got to have like an access space that says all FSA. Here's all your FSA properties across the world, upland world that you can buy from. And they go buy all these FSAs, they list them. That goes into a pool for all original players, and it can only be sold for a certain markup for like 15, 20% or whatever, right? Make people feel like they're getting something. But then, all OG players are going to buy that because they're going to be in collectible item locations, right? Wherever those haven't been purchased yet. Make it incentivized for people to buy. You got to give people that feel good feeling. You got to give someone the reason to buy that property, and you got to give someone that's selling that property the
The
reason to keep selling
emotional
more.
hook.
Yes, man, you got to
Yeah,
have it
you
on
have
both
to.
ends.
You
And
have
so
to.
that's all I'm trying to tell. Upland does not have it on both ends right now. Right now, you got OGs like me and you that are making, 4 or 5 million a month in Upix and sitting here being able to, okay, I can buy this markup for 200% because it's only Upix. Right. So I can wait it out. I can wait for better deals because I'm just banking my UPIX,
Oh yeah.
and that's good for me, but I want it to be good for everybody, and it's got to be conducive to all of us. So we got to have better new player interface, man, and engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that I would say to a new player is your best bet is to purchase a property, but before you do that, look around at some of the communities. And what I mean by that are like city communities, like throughout Discord. One of the nice features with Upland is if you actually have if you make like an address your residence in the Upland chat, you become part of that group. So if you did go in and you did identify your home address at that point, you're automatically in the chat with everyone else that have identified that region or that area, within the chat, and you go in there and start chatting right away because the community will help you.
Yeah.
Like, so go in there, do that, and the community will help you. The community is great. We're willing to help a new player.
Is there any like a new email that comes out that says go find us on Discord, because Discord really is the best place for a new player to come, not the
I
game,
wouldn't know that. Does
unfortunately.
anyone here in the chat
I
know
don't
that?
know.
I mean,
I hope
I
that they
I,
push
I
people
would
to our
imagine.
Discord, or even in game, like an in-game reminder to send to Discord. I think there's got to be something like that. But you know, again, I just want I want a new user to come in here, have fun, make money, and want to continue
Yeah,
to play. And I want a new user to want to put more money into the game. I want a user to
absolutely.
buy $10,000 worth of Uppies because they're like, damn, there's some great deals going on right now, and I need to go get all these deals right now. Whereas the only deals that there are is on USD. That's got to change. You know what I mean? We need that's the problem, is that you've got 45%, 50%, that are marked down, and that can't happen in this game. We need that to influx, and the only way to do that is to give Upix more value. Right now, we're getting, basically free Epics, so we can use it however we want to disperse it.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. So, City Pigeon, hey, City Pigeon, hope you're doing well.
What up, City
Enjoy your
Pitch?
show. He
Thanks for joining us too, by
basically
the way. Yeah, thank you.
indicating that purchasing 3 items for a meta venture was easy. So I agree. For us, it's easy, but for somebody else who is new and they may be wary on their investing more UPIX, they they may be reluctant to either put more money into the account to go and purchase those service ornaments from a meta venture. But yes, for us, super easy. The 5 standard hunts, those were pretty easy for us. Again, we don't really have to worry about paying for each traveling to each location. It isn't a huge deal. One paid send in Singapore, that was easy. But again, the travel expenses for a new player, that it could be I mean, it's not a lot, but it
I'll tell you what.
definitely could put more money, like $3 or something, to get from California to Singapore. So the scavenger hunt was easy as well, again, like that, it's $2. It was 2,000 Upix, like, so. I don't know, like, I agree with City Pigeon as far as, yes, was this easy for us? Was this easy for a seasoned player? Absolutely, like, totally easy for us. But someone new, like, who's putting in money on a regular basis, they just got done buying,
Yeah, they're
$5.
not using their Upix like we use. You know what I mean?
Well, think about
Uh,
it. If you go in, you buy a service structure for, you know, $5, $7, depending on which platform you buy it on. You buy a property,
that's a low
like,
blow,
and
Kev.
then you buy Spark at $5. I think, what is it, like 204 Spark or something like that. I know the rates keep fluctuating or something like that. You put, and then
It's a
you
good
put
point.
apply you apply that spark towards a build at that point, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take like 1,000 days for it to complete with
Yeah,
200 spark.
yeah.
Like, so, uh,
And you just
you
dropped
know
about $100.
exactly. So maybe some of that community spark that that is going back to Upland for the seeds that are being sold throughout the game, maybe it can go towards helping new players you, come in and build a building. Maybe, like, there's all sorts of things, but as of right now, if you're not putting hundreds of dollars, to at least 1,000, like, I mean, geez, it's kind of hard to make any kind of indention within the game right now. And I mean
Yeah,
that, and that's really just our point.
Yeah.
Like the community's great, like the game is great. We have a lot of experience, like, but a new player that has no knowledge, no history with Upland, it's going to be hard for them,
And without new players, we go nowhere.
Exactly.
Without another new million players that can come in here and be easy, and that's all we're saying. Like the game, we love the game as it is right now. We can play it just fine. We can do all the things easily, but we need a million new players from ages 18 to 80 that want to be
The
involved. And
80,
I mean,
yeah.
let's go, bro. Listen, I know people that are in
Right,
their
right.
70s playing this
No,
game.
no,
Don't get
no.
it. Go. I met them.
No, I
Don't
don't.
get it
We
twisted.
both
Those are my
do.
peeps,
We
bro.
both
Yeah,
do.
it's family, bro. Come on. Don't be making fun of this old people, bro. You know what I mean? Come on. That's
Well, why didn't we go
but
to 90s then?
then let's go to 90s because I don't know. I feel like once you're 90, I don't know, bro. I feel like the
That
kid's already
that's
taken
what I
over
was
your
saying,
account.
bro. You misunderstood. I was like 70. Shoot, that's nothing.
My bad. Okay, I was being non. Okay, I was being non-inclusive, bro. My bad. My inclusivity was out of whack today. Okay, we'll include the 90-year-old people. All right. I just figured if they're 90 years old, they're probably letting their grandkids play by now. But anyways, point being, but you know that I'm right. We need as many people as we can playing the game. That's it. And we need
Yeah.
them advertising. We need them marketing to different demographics, international demographics. They need to cater to all across the boards. They should be all over Instagram. They should be all over. I mean, there's just a lot to it. And I mean, I get that, money's probably a thing, but they're making it. Upland's making money. They are.
Oh, well, they're definitely making money now.
Yeah.
Like I've looked at some of the data,
Hmm.
and I mean, every time that Spark is being sold, there's thousands of dollars, that they're making, which is
Yep.
great because they need it.
They need
You
it.
know, they probably
Yes.
need more money because obviously things are still taking a while. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, my biggest thing as a larger player is the amount of time that it takes to actually build a structure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's forever, even if you
Yeah.
max it out. You know
Yeah.
that, K Twice, even if you
I know,
max it
bro.
out.
I
Because
I
I'm
mean, I think my
spreading the
hotel.
love.
I think our motel is like what, like still 30 days, even maxed out.
It's
I
just
think I paid like,
forever.
I think I paid 450,000 UPIX to get it maxed out, and it still takes like 30 days for the. I don't
Yeah.
even know, but something like that. But
I mean,
don't.
look, I've dumped,
I get you. I get what
know,
you're saying.
I've dumped a minimum of 5 million UPIX in the UPX land Spark exchange
Me
within,
too. Ditto.
I would say the last 30 days. And
Yeah.
that does two things. It spreads my UPIX to other players,
Yep.
which is great. Like, and number two, it gets my region, the community, downtown LA, up. It gets them excited because the rankings are going up,
Yep.
like, which is great. Like, it's a win-win scenario for us, but that's going to be kind of hard for no new player without vision, without a
Yeah.
plan,
Without a
without
plan.
communication, would be
Correct.
like, I don't know, unless they're just like multimillionaire, you know what I mean?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have a million multimillionaires playing this game too, and I'm hopefully that's the goal. But again, you have to have volume, and right, we do. I mean, we are decreasing in usership, not increasing. And we need to increase
Oh
in
yeah.
play activity and new usership. That's what we need. New users. Um,
Right.
they said we had, I don't even know, 2 million active users, I think, at some point. And if that was really true, I feel like that's all we need. I mean, 2 million active users, that would be insane. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah.
the data says, but I mean, I mean, I'm very curious. I love data. I wish I found someone that can give us. I guess that's really what I would love to have a conversation with Upland too, is get real actual data. Like I want to know actual numbers. I want to know the incline of the percentages of, but then again, it's none of my business, right? I'm not the owner. I'm not the CEO. I'm just doing this because I love to do this. I love the community. I love Upland. I just love the people. It's just I love doing this. I love just talking about our investment and how to help build value and strategize and work with all these cool, awesome, unique people across the world. I love I love it, dude. You know what I mean? Like I love being able to have great conversation with Phoenix, or Cheesy. I love all my peeps on Upland. I do. Anyone that wants to have a conversation, I'm always open to have conversation. Because I think that's what this truly takes is community. And the fact that we have that community that could really help engage, man, bump up this new usership. Give us some incentivized, bonuses for new players to engage with the old players. I mean, then you have old players coming up. You give them a reason to spend their epics.
Hell
They're
yeah.
sitting on millions, bro. They're sitting on millions. They could change this economy overnight. I mean, literally, they could change the
Oh
value of
yeah.
epics by just spending it, and they won't do it because they're not even logging in because they're not even being given a reason to log in.
Right, right. Well, so you were talking about users. So, I mean, currently right now it looks like for the month of December, we've had roughly about 9,000 on average. Oh, maybe 9,500 on average of users logging in.
I
Like
love that.
we had like kind of a
That's
peak.
not terrible.
Yeah, like on December 26th, you know, probably the 25th to the 26th, we jumped up to about 10,277. So
Okay.
that's about where we're sitting. So for
All
the
right.
month of December, the highest volume was 11,571 users, and which is great, which is great. But it would be
I
nice
mean, bro,
to
I take
know.
100 grand. I take 100,000. 100,000 users. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
International. I mean, I think here's the thing. Again, we just got to grow it. We just got to grow the fan base, the way we play, and I think once they kind of get everything kind of dialed in, this game will explode. There will be another massive explosion in Upland. There will be a massive. It'll be an eruption too because I think the NFT space will shift back. I think there's a lot of things working on behind the scenes with the NFT asset space, and this being one of the biggest, metaverses that I believe that's out there right now. I think this will thrive, and this will see another explosion. When I don't know. I'm trying to help make it happen sooner than later because I'd love to see millions of players and engaging with millions of new faces and people, all the time. That's why we're here because we want that. We
hell
want to
yeah.
meet new people and have millions of people come in and enjoy their time on Upland and play the game. Not
S-
10,000. I want to see 100,000, a million. I want to see so many
Right.
people that this is the premier and most elite metaverse that's out there that no one else even tries. And everyone else tries to buy into Upland. That's what I would love to see. And I think that's a possibility if we corner the market and really focus on building and advertising now and establishing a very great new user experience interface. That has to be done. Has to be.
Yeah. And even like City Pigeon right now, he just put in the chat, Upland needs something catchy to do, like a
Yes, I've
time
been saying
killer
that's
that
been saying
is
the whole
fun.
time. Yes.
Yeah, and because Upland is quite boring for a new player.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
it's not just boring for a new player, it could be boring for an existing player as well,
Yes.
unless you find some. I mean, I've built like 50 structures like within the last 45 days
Bro,
roughly.
I built 5 structures in the past 3 days. My score goes down. That's not fun.
Well, I mean, but I mean, but there's
Just
still
kidding.
nothing for me to do. I mean,
Really?
once you start the structure and you're sitting there and watching it be built, like what are you going to do?
Yeah.
There is nothing to do.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying.
like
There's got to be more of a catch. There's got to be more of a draw. You've got to be able to be making deals on the daily, and you've got to be able to engage with every single player. If there's 10,000
sure.
players engaging on a daily basis, right? If that's a good average number, 9 to 10,000 on a daily basis, there should be way more deals happening, in my personal opinion. I mean, that's the whole point is engaging and trying to
Right.
make deals, trying to find deals, try to add value and find things that you're not going to find necessarily normally.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that I mean, who knows what these people are doing? Are they just logging in to collect their monthly income? I mean,
That's true too, bro. That's true
that
too.
probably makes sense, like in really, like one of the topics that we were discussing on the previous show was the boredom that's taking place.
Yeah. And
And
Pigeon just said
again,
it too. It's the truth.
you
It's just
know
the truth.
and it's really all about the cool off period, because any buy that you make, anything that you buy, like if it doesn't continue to give you that emotional feel good, Like
Yep.
you're going to have what's called buyer's remorse. And like buyer's remorse sinks in roughly 72 hours. That's why if you make a big purchase out in the real world, you have the opportunity to have
Yeah.
a 3-day right of rescission at that point. But after
Bro,
three days,
if you listed a
dude,
property
there's
for
nothing to
10,000,
do.
if you bought a new property, you listed it for 10,000 UPIX, it's sold within 24 hours, you're coming back to play
You
that
just
game.
keep buying.
If you don't get that property sold in 72 hours, you're gonna forget about it and you'll probably never log in again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how it is.
What do you want me to say? That's all I'm just saying. We got to focus on a new user experience and make it fun and make
Yeah.
it. Why am I logging in? Not just to collect my UPIX. I'm logging in to engage, to interact, to check my sales, to check my stores, to check my properties, to maybe add some value here, do this and that, check in with the Discord. All right, I got this, and this. I checked in with my homies over here. We're building this, and this. That's what has to happen every day.
Yeah.
You have to give people a reason
And it's
every day to
fun.
be excited and to feel
It's
that fun.
fun. It really
Yes.
is fun, but like until you join that community and get that feel good and you can become active within that community, you can't share the
Look at
enjoyment
what
that we
Upland
can
Kingdoms
share.
did. Look at what Upland Kingdoms did. Again, that created a marketplace. It created a healthy competition. It created demand. It created a reason to
Right,
build on
right,
your properties. It gave you reason to do other things. That is the type of things that Upland should be focusing on. Things to log in, to have daily active activity,
right.
healthy
And
competition,
K Twice, maybe they are, but they don't
but they're
tell
not
us.
communicating
Yeah,
shit.
because I mean, even with life, with all of the things that you can buy right now in the Upland store, all of these different things, we really don't know how they're going to function. I
It's
mean,
true too.
we just don't, like,
Uh,
and it would be nice to know because then we could have a goal to work towards.
yep.
Or is it really this is what Upland is doing in order to get additional cells? I mean, I hate to be negative on that, but I mean, is it? I mean, because look at all the mistakes that we're making right now that keep us in the loop of buying and trading and needing to upgrade and needing to be enhanced. So I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Kate Wise? Is the
I'm with
confusion
I'm with
to
you.
their
I'm with
benefit?
you. I'm with you. I think it's I mean, listen, this has never been done before. No one's got a metaverse like this. No one's doing anything like
Right.
this in the whole marketplace. So I applaud them for their pioneership of creating something and paving the way for a metaverse. Um, but again, it comes down for me. It comes down to communication. Like if I mean, dude, our net worth is 300 grand. You know what I mean? Like 300 million. For 300 million epics. It's like just have communication. I'll put more in. You know what I mean? But like I don't have you're not giving me a reason to put anything else in or to incentivize me to do something a little bit outside the box, to be creative, to think, to, be okay, well, this is very cool. Actually, that's badass. I'm in on this. Like when Sparklet or not, was it Sparklet Wars or whatever that kind of came out, I
Yeah,
got excited. I was like, dude, Sparklet Wars could be awesome. But that's disappeared too again. I thought that maybe Sparklet Wars could have been like an internal Upland Kingdoms. I really did. I thought
sure.
that, but
No,
it's
I
just like,
remember how excited you were. You were like,
dude, I
dude,
thought like,
Kev,
okay,
we
they're
got to
doing
do
something. Like,
this.
let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, let's do this. Let's do this. And I was like, I don't really want to do it. I mean, just to
You're
keep it
not
real.
wrong. You're not wrong. I love what Cheesy said too about merging the Uppies and yeah, those
Well,
with all those things. But again, that's so
I
far.
like what she said too, but I mean, she says, I think that they will let us. The
I
thing is,
know.
think, like, we don't know.
I
Like, we're
know.
hoping that it does. I mean, I hope it does. Just come out with a little press release saying that it
I
will. That would
know.
be fantastic.
Or have
You
X1
know,
come on the show, bro. Come on, bro. Come talk to us. What's happening? Talk dirty to
I,
us, bro. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like what are we doing here?
if he could get the bosses at Upland to let him come on because they struck him down already, you know, I mean,
He
he
didn't
already
message you
said he
back,
was
huh,
going to
Kev,
come.
bro?
No, he's just gone. He ghosted,
He ghosted you, Kev? Damn,
Oh
bro.
yeah, oh
He
yeah.
ghosted my
And and
boy, bro.
and I don't blame him, because I'd listen to my boss too.
Cut the show. Cut the show and get me going. Don't ghost Kevin, all right?
They're
Listen, you
like,
learned
don't
don't
talk to
ghost Kevin,
them.
bro. Dang, bro. There we go. That's all we got for the show today. I love it. We're gonna start the new year hot and heavy. But listen, here's the deal.
Oh yeah.
We love Upland. We're helping. We're trying to help grow it. We want to make all this work. I can't wait for all the fun things to happen. New user experience, new user incentives, and we need old user incentives, right? It's got to go both the
Yeah.
ways. We got to have reason to continue to engage and buy, and we have need people to have reason to come in and play and continue to play and log in every day, and that's all we need. And I think it'll get there. And like I said, I think Upland will explode at some point. I don't know when it's going to do it again, but it will. And I think we'll all be very grateful and happy, and we'll laugh at these conversations, and we'll all be flipping sales, and we'll be, 3, 4x in our epics, and we're all going to be super happy. And the game's going to grow and evolve to even beyond our own years. I think if it does it right, it'll go generational, and it'll be a metaverse that will outlive all of us. And
That'd be
that's what I
great.
want. That's what I
Yeah,
want.
that'd be
So,
great.
you
I mean,
if you like think about it, if you invest your money wisely enough, you can flip in and out like a normal economy. You can take money in, take money out. Right now, we're making 15% on our money, and at some point, that might be worth something.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
telling you, it's bigger than what people understand, and it will be there. And I'm here to help you. I want to guide you and guide Upland to the all chariots of gold. Let's go. Well, what do we got to do? I'm here for it. But
And
again, communication, transparency, and honesty. That's what will get Upland success. And if they can do that with their new users and their OG users, it'll be a win-win. And I'm excited for that to happen.
And if you're someone out there that's feeling discouraged, like come talk to us, join our downtown Los
Yeah,
Angeles
this is
group.
not to discourage nobody. I
you,
hope, I
you
hope no
know
one's discouraged.
like
I hope people are
like
motivated
we'll
by
lift
this.
you up because look, we are doing exactly what Upland wants us to do.
Yes.
We are building the service structures. We
Yes.
are I mean, we're doing everything that they've asked. Now we're waiting on them to return, and I believe they will return. I don't know how long it'll take, but if we continue to build, I mean, K Twice and I, we both kind of had to set aside our feelings towards Upland and say, look, we're going to give these new features, this new way of playing the game a chance, and we're going to do our best for as for players. We're going to do it for Upland. We're going to do it for our community, our friends within the game, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
We are absolutely doing it. And if you're not doing it, go out and do it. Go out and do it because you will be rewarded.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it'll take. Obviously, none of us have any information, but you will be successful. So just
You're
go
on
out
one
and
today,
do
bro. I
it.
love it. I love it, bro. You are on one. We're gonna listen. Everyone have a happy, spicy New Year, okay? Everyone
Hell
enjoy
yeah.
their last to the 2025 because once this bitch is gone, she gone. We go into 2026 and we
Oh
ain't ever
yeah.
coming back. I'm telling you
Yep.
that right now.
Yep.
So, 2026. Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. May God bless all of your families. May God bless all of our Upland properties and all of our values.
Yep.
And we will see you in 2026. Happy Upland playing, guys. We'll see you soon.